locked in for Ixu, so we're going full spring 2016 on this top lane, it would seem. So don't, 5 years or something.
League of Legends serious business, Kilios.
I mean, it's not just League, it's all video games. So,
down
oh boy, yep, I'll have to hold that thought, Gorilla. He's gonna get taken out, first blood. Goes over to Snowflower, just catches him with the bullet time.
For Talia in the side lane, one of them has a semi-global and the other one does not. So, actually in terms of map movement, it's a win for Longzhu.
Oh boy, Fly though, getting caught up with that Nethergrass, doesn't really stand a chance. He falls, he comes up with the kill, and now the TP coming through.
So
Here
low.
comes Ixu, Kuzan barely staying alive, and Gorilla will go down alongside. Crash, 3 kills picked up for 0.
Fly getting caught. We didn't expect him to walk into CC, did. Ghost Flash get the kill, and they want Prey now.
Oh, and they're gonna have him stun into the wall. The pop-up from Umti for good measure. Big piercing arrow comes out for Teddy, and they take him out. He'll pop the heal to keep the Rek'Sai alive. Expression just on an air squad. Gorilla finds Umti. Expression walking down. They're gonna go
really
for
want this one.
Yeah, they get the dredge line. Gets that big shield with the Curse of the Colossus, but Fly is here, has that consistent damage, and he will go down. Ash arrow doesn't connect onto him. Actually catches Snowflower in the back.
No, he does have the Essence Reaver.
Oh,
nice
corruption thrown out, does connect on a Crash. He takes a good chunk of damage. Stretch line in onto Ixu. You can see Fly throwing out threaded volley, but just tickling the Poppy, not getting any damage in. Nethergrass onto Expression. He's gonna fall. Ixu comes away with the kill. Flash out by Snowflower to keep himself safe. Crash jumps forward, gets silenced for it. Who's on?
To do the pushing when the first turret was down bot, and they responded by sending Ash mid.
Oh dear, Prey
Speaking
getting
of
locked
Ash.
up, and he just gets melted out. That's going to be a big pull time coming through. 2 members of Longzhu already falling. And Jin Air, they want to tack 3 more onto the list. Big Keeper's Verdict, knocking up Crash and Expression. He'll pop the ultimate to get himself out to safety, but Expression won't be nearly as lucky. Goes down as Teddy picks up the kill. You can see Fly just desperately trying to throw the...
Now, Kha'Zix's alive, but Snowflower's here. Try and keep him away from the pit. Doesn't look like Kha'Zix get in there. Yep, clean Baron to Jin Air.
Yep. Fly just trying to poke forward. See Jin Air almost stretching 10,000 gold in the lead at the moment. So definitely in a good spot. Flash forward Expression. He's just going to go down. So much damage coming out of Teddy and Kuzan alike. And that's going to be the tier 2 falling. And now without that tanky front line, there's no one on Longzhu to push forward and try to defend this tower. Jin Air likely going to be breaking the inhibitor line right here. Seismic Shove does come through onto Umte. Gorilla throwing down the ultimate. Only pops up Ixu. They're not gaining a whole lot for this. Crash is too low. Push, knock down yet another turret.
Ash arrow accuracy doesn't mean much.
Yeah, Arrow Corruption comes through, does lock up Crash for a period of time. Prey in the bullet time will be able to back off. Expression, not the target you wanted. Hits the minion, goes way too deep into Jin Air's ranks. And yet again, they completely melt him. Didn't even have to commit the Nether.
Overestimate your tankiness. Second time, though, less excuses available. Doesn't matter how the wave clear is. Umti and Ixu move up.
Oh, Gorilla goes really aggressive, flashes forward. Teddy gets popped back. Seismic Shove comes through, but Fly gets caught up in the Nethergrass, so Teddy's still going to be alive for the time being. Snowflower will go down from the turret, and now Ixu quite low. Crash jumps forward, doesn't get hit by the piercing arrow, stunned into the wall by Ixu, who comes up with the kill, but he's being slowed up by Prey. The arrow connects. Seismic Shove there to really make sure they can get
that game, and I don't know if it's enough here to win this game.
Yeah, way too far forward, but Kuzan actually, he doesn't have the Nethergrasp yet. Silence comes through in the end, plus the Malefic Visions is enough to take him down, but that was really close. Not that he's not a very good hooker, Papa. But for now, Jin Air pushing forward, taking out the Baron. Gorilla goes low, Umti comes in, gets a triple knock-up. Gorilla about to fall, does go down, but Prey, firing off with the flurry, is able to take out the Rek'Sai. The Baron has been pulled off of, and this might be an opening for Longzhu. Ixu goes in, goes dangerously low, but they're able to lock up Crash and take him out 2 for 1 in favor of Jin Air. Let's see just how far they want to push this.
Seeing a rotation to mid as well, should be a second. Crash still 10 seconds alive.
Oh, Fly getting locked down. Air of Corruption comes through. Nethergrass to really send it home. He goes down. They don't get the second inhibitor.
Creative wards as well means that they have pretty much, well, in fact, full information. All is teleporting.
Yeah, this is pretty much going to be the
Hail
Hail Mary. They have to try to win
down
this.
fast.
Right here, the Baron will go down. Umti picks it up. And Longzhu not able to respond fast enough. They're going to have to try to peel back as best as they can. Gorilla getting chased by, they'll be benefiting from as they pick this up.
And when you walk in with Baron buff, a 3 Drake buffed Elder Dragon, You got Ghost Flash on Kuzan, everyone's a target. Doesn't matter if it's the Nautilus, doesn't have Q, and that happens with Chains of Corruption, but it's what it looked like visually.
Yeah, not sure. Double root coming through. Gorilla gets caught. Snowflower pops him over the wall. Third and final inhib turret will go down. They're just desperately trying to get through Ixu, but they can't do it. Because now there's Super Creeps knocking down the remaining Nexus towers. Prey going over to try to clear those out, especially to get the dredge line in on the Teddy, but it doesn't even matter. He's not tanky enough to survive the onslaught that Jin Air is bringing to the table. And now with 2 waves of Super Creeps pushing down from top and mid, the Nexus turret's already down to about half HP. This should be Jin Air closing out the game. In about 41 minutes, Crash goes in, is able to pick up Snowflower. It's going to be a slight reprieve, but the Nexus is exposed, and surely Jin Air will win the game right here as Prey goes down. Crash, the only one to live to see the Nexus explode.
And there's Jin Air. You know, you asked me before the game, is there a chance Jin Air wins? I gave it 15%, and then I kind of doubted myself and said maybe 30. And the reason why is that Longzhu looked good, but they didn't necessarily look like they were on the same page outside of Game 1 in that series against Samsung, which was impressive. It seems like the old Longzhu here, where Crash was completely disconnected from his team. I didn't like the skill build of evolving the W second either. Crash was a non-factor by the end. He couldn't even walk up to contest Baron because he was too low, too far behind. And Longzhu, they lose the game, and they have a lot to work on. I think from a strategic perspective especially, there just wasn't much going on the moment they hit the rift.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Jin Air looked organized. I really liked Ixu here, who really knew his role. Ixu and as a duo, very good at walking up to turrets and zoning,